updated vocal mixing concept. It's all to do with managing artifacts. I'm going to share the juice with you, and the juice gets really juicy at the end. But before I do, a typical formality here is that Studio Flow, my masterclass, the ultimate toolkit for email, invoicing, and getting paid. I'm giving people behind the scenes access, all right, to me as I develop it. If you want that access, join the best newsletter for working audio pros. People love this newsletter because it is pure fire, drip, value, professional to professional. Okay, this is stuff which you don't see on YouTube because it's not as sexy or glorified, but it is the real drip, the real juice, the real flavor that people need to hear. And people love it. That's why it's got like almost 600 5-star reviews, this newsletter. It's the fucking best. Simple. So let's get to the juice. So now I've got a lead vocal here. Let's say I want to de-breath it. Okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to get it over there, hit audio suite. I'm going to show you my process. You've seen this before, but I'm going to show you this elevated, which I really want to get into the hands of some, you know, beautiful people over at Isotope who I know. And if they can make it happen, you know, all the power to them. So what I do is I output the breaths only in one lane. Okay, so I'll output the breaths. Beautiful. I'll drag this down here. I'll make a de-breathed version. Beautiful. When I do this, the whole idea is that I can audition the de-breaths, and then if I like this, I can just pop this up. And I'm like, I want that version there. But then what I've started doing is I've started doing this with other processors. So I'll take this down here, and I'll do Audio Suite, Isotope, where are we? 11, mouth to click, where are we? Mouth to click. And I'll output the clicks. Okay, I'm just doing this for demonstrative purposes. Let that render. I'll output the clicks, and then I'll do another reddened version here. And the reason why I do this is because I don't want to declick the whole take. Some of those are very important articulations and consonants for the word. Some of the breaths, sometimes the breaths catches the start of a voice or a start of a note, which I don't want to happen. So what I do is I create automation lanes for any of the artifact rendering or surgical rendering I'm using with RX. I'll create these lanes where I've got the output there, and then the actual rendered files, and then I can pick what I like and comp it up by just clicking that. But I thought, wouldn't it be great if RX had automation lanes that plotted this on an overlaid FFT graph? I got to show you this. So look at this. Ready? Look at this. Look at this. Okay, so this is the FFT plot of that vocal. This here, overlaid in the teal, is the FFT plot of what it declicks, as in D-mouth clicks. And here is the breath control in green. And what I thought was, wouldn't it be amazing if in RX you could select multiple artifact processors, overlay the FFT of what they're taking away from the signal, to then create automations on the file to go, well, let's just plot this all in one FFT overlaid. So you got breath control, D-click, if you've got any D, like other D, what other Ds do they have? They have all the Ds. All the Ds. Where are we? Isotope 11, there we are. So D-rustle or D-click or D-crackle, okay? You overlay them in an FFT, and then you can have automation lanes you can turn on and off based on which ones you want to keep. And then you can just render the file here, all in one, done. It's like an advanced version. It would look like an advanced version of this render all these files and then comp it all together if in the software it just rendered the FFT of the delta signal on there, and then you can pick which ones to automate in based on what you're hearing when you audition it, and you can solo or mute each of the processes based on what you want to hear, and if you don't like something you automate that off. That's the update. That's what I wanted to share with you because I thought this was so cool. Look at this. This is only in Photoshop, obviously. I haven't programmed this into RX, but that would be wild to have, like, see, that's a breath control lane there, and that's the mouth to click lane there, and you just turn them on and off, and you can select and automate everything in there. That would be wild. Anyway, I thought I'd share that with you because it just got me excited because I'm on which track am I on? 5 or 6 of this album, and what I've been doing is actually this track just got released. CD issue, check it out. It is a beautiful drum and bass track. And anyway, I've been doing this a lot with the vocals where I'm going through it, D breath control, D mouth click, and figuring it out from there. Anyway, with all that said, I hope you enjoyed this. If you enjoyed this video, that's great. Also, please do not forget to subscribe to the best newsletter for working audio pros, panoramamastering.com/newsletter. And until next time, take care.